I'm Andrew Edwards, and you're watching Gear Live. Apple announced updates across the board to its iPhone lineup. Both the iPhone XR and iPhone XS get worthy updates in the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. I was able to spend some hands-on time with both iPhone 11 models, and in this video, I tell you all about them. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, editor-in-chief of GearLive.com, and as I mentioned, I was here in Cupertino for the big iPhone 11 event. This video is going to give you the complete rundown of both the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. Of course, Apple also announced a new entry-level iPad and a new Apple Watch Series 5. I do have videos coming on those devices as well, so if you want to see those, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell in order to find out when those drop. But as I said, the reason we're here today is to talk about that new iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pros. Now, all these phones are powered by the new Apple A13 Bionic chip, which Apple says is the fastest chip in any smartphone with the fastest graphics performance of any smartphone as well. Visually, both phones get a new look. The iPhone 11 has smooth glass with a frosted camera area on the back, while the iPhone 11 Pro has a completely frosted back with a smooth glass camera area. Both phones use the strongest glass on any smartphone. And in fact, in the iPhone 11 ad, Apple actually shows the phone getting dropped into a purse, dropping on the floor, getting caught in the car between the seat and the armrest. So they seem pretty confident about that strong glass claim. The new iPhones also pick up faster Face ID, so unlocking your device happens up to 30% faster than it did before, and from more angles. Now, the most obvious physical change on the outside of these devices, when you look at the back, you're gonna notice each phone line has picked up an additional camera. So the iPhone XR had one camera, and the iPhone 11 has two, and the iPhone XS line had two cameras, and now the iPhone 11 Pro will get three. Thanks to these upgrades, the iPhone 11 will support a new night mode in the camera. This is thanks to the new wide sensor with 100% focus pixels that allows you to capture these great night images. This delivers huge improvement to photos captured indoor and outdoor in low light environments, resulting in brighter images with natural colors and reduced noise. But the rear camera isn't the only one that got some love with this update, as both the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro also have a new 12 megapixel front camera, which allows you to punch in and punch out of standard mode and wide mode. In addition, it'll automatically switch over to wide mode when you move the phone from portrait into landscape orientation. The front camera does now also support 4K resolution at 60 frames per second and also supports slow-mo as well, introducing what Apple is now referring to as slow-fies, slow motion selfies, and I'm sure hashtag slowfie is going to be trending when these devices launch in just over a week. One other big improvement before we get into the specifics of each iPhone 11 line is that all models support gigabit class LTE and the new Wi-Fi 6 standard as well. Now let's talk about what each line has to offer and what makes them different, starting with the iPhone 11. As I mentioned, the iPhone 11 picks up a new ultra-wide lens in addition to the standard wide lens that was there on the iPhone XR. It still has that same 6.1-inch liquid retina HD LCD display, along with the aluminum frame with that stronger glass that I mentioned earlier. Battery life is always a big concern when people talk about smartphones, and the iPhone 11 picks up 1 additional hour of battery life over the XR, which last year was the iPhone with the best battery life ever released in history. So it's definitely nice to see the iPhone 11 now tops the iPhone XR by an hour. The iPhone 11 is available in 6 colors. You'll find it in black, white, green, product red, purple, and yellow, with prices starting at $699 for a 64 gigabyte model. You can also choose to bump up to 128 gigs or 256 gigabytes at the top end. Moving over to the iPhone 11 Pro, this comes in 2 sizes, similar to what we saw with the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max. The standard iPhone 11 Pro comes in at 5.8 inches, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max comes in at 6.5 inches. So what separates the iPhone 11 from the iPhone 11 Pro? Well, the Pro designation comes down to several things. We've got the camera system, the 3-dimensional matte glass finish, better water resistance, insane battery life, and a new display. The iPhone 11 Pro picks up the new ultra-wide lens in addition to the wide and telephoto ones. One cool thing here is that you can capture portrait mode shots with either the telephoto or wide camera now, giving you greater variety and better choices when taking your pictures. Apple is using computational photography to fuse data from all 3 lenses in order to improve image detail. A technology called Deep Fusion combines 9 different images using a neural network analysis on every single pixel. Apple Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing Phil Schiller described it as,
"It is computational photography mad science."
Now, I did also mention water resistance. The iPhone 11 is water resistant up to 2 meters for up to 30 minutes, while the iPhone 11 Pro will be okay by being submerged up to 4 meters for 30 minutes. Talking about battery life, the iPhone 11 Pro offers 4 more hours of battery life than last year's iPhone XS, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max offers 5 more hours of battery life than last year's iPhone XS Max. Now that is a marked increase in battery life from one generation to the next, and I have to applaud Apple for making that happen. iPhone 11 Pro also has a new Super Retina XDR display that offers a 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio and can go up to 1200 nits of brightness when watching HDR content. The iPhone 11 Pro is available in 4 colors. You're gonna get it in silver, gold, space gray, and a brand new midnight green. And when I first heard the iPhone 11 Pro was gonna come in a green color, I was instantly skeptical. I'm not a huge fan of green, but when you see the midnight green on this phone, I've got to tell you, this is the one to get. Starting price for the iPhone 11 Pro is $999 if you want the 5.8-inch model, and $1,099 if you want to go with the 6.5-inch version. Both of those start at 64 gigs of storage, but they also offer both 256 gigs and 512 gigabyte storage capacities as well. The iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro will be available for pre-order on September 13th at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, which is a change from the midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern that Apple's done with all other iPhone pre-orders. So be sure to mark your calendar appropriately. The phones go on sale on September 20th. Now, obviously there is much more to talk about with these new iPhone 11 models. I will also be doing a dedicated video specifically taking a look at the cameras on both the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. So be sure to subscribe in order to catch those when they drop in the future. Any questions about the iPhone 11 or iPhone 11 Pro, drop them down in the comments and I will meet you there for further discussion. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I will catch you in the next video.